Okay guys, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker Part 2. Today, we are going to look at this house, right after equipping our telescope, and see what just happened to be going on over there. Yeah, shut up. I'm doing it, sissy. Come on. Stop bothering me, gosh darn it. The Moose Man looks kind of weird, doesn't he? Ah, Link, the sky. Look up in the sky. Ah! Ah, well then, I don't think that's something you would see every day. And if you hear me slurping anything up, it's because I have a bottle of water with me. I think that's like what I'm doing with all of my Let's Plays from now on, just to make sure my mouth doesn't run dry, because it does incredibly easily if I'm doing long recording sessions, which I plan to do today because sadly my truck is getting fixed and I can't do any job searches. I'm just doing this to sort of kill the time for now, and I think this is the perfect time to record this actually, so no disturbances whatsoever, so thank God. No obnoxious little brothers that bother me during this. So, anywho, Link, this is so terrible. That girl fell into the forest. She needs help, but it's too dangerous for you to go in there without something you can use to defend yourself with. It's too dangerous to go alone. Go to Orca's house. Sorry, I had to make the reference. Alright. But anywho, before we do any of that, like I was mentioning in the last episode, let's go ahead and get that last piggy and actually head into this guy's house and plunder it for some treasure. Did I already do this? Come to think of it, no, I did not. Yeah, because I don't think that rupee would beat her if I had done this already. Yeah, I normally do this like every time I start up this game. Even the first time I played this for the very first time, which was back in early 2005, I think. I immediately went to this house and got that, so it just sort of stood out, you know. It's like the only house that's on this side of the island, so. Anywho, let's go ahead and get this last piggy, because it happens to be on our way over to Old Man Orca's house. And we can use all the money we can get. Though I need to be careful and not accidentally jump off the bridge like I did last time. Holy crap. Old Man Orca's house is right there, though his brother lives in the top floor, but I don't think we'll actually be visiting him, come to think of it, so I think all I can really say about him is that his name is Sturgeon, and he's the counter opposite of his brother, whereas Orca is a sword fighter and incredibly strong for his age, whereas Sturgeon is pretty much the know-it-all, so. His house is actually full of tutorial stuff, which is why I'm not going in there, and with me around, who needs that stuff, right? Too bad this lady doesn't actually give us anything for actually bringing in all 3 piggies, but whatever. I can live with that. I got 96 rupees, which is already half of what I can carry at this point, so I think I'll be completely fine. I'll be completely freaking fine. Anywho, how you doing? Oh, what is the matter, Link? You have an urgent look about you. Has something happened? Whatever it is, from the look on your face, I suspect it is no laughing matter. What say you, Link? Ah, have you come for some serious instruction in the way of the sword? Ah, you read my face, good sir. You read my face incredibly well. Alrighty then. It's time to begin our sword training. Most of this is tutorial stuff that, well, not tutorial stuff. What am I trying to say? Oh, most of these moves are actually the same as they were in, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. With a few exceptions, actually. I'll be getting into those once we get to that point. Or actually, I think there is only one exception. I think most of them are the same except for the secret one. And, oh, I'm not even paying attention. What am I doing? Though it's not like swordplay is really that strategic in a Zelda game to begin with. It's mostly hack and slash, but with the abundance of puzzles, it's not really that big of a deal. For some reason, this move right here always tripped up my sister every time she came to play this. She like literally whined and bitched because she couldn't figure out what it is, and I'm like, read the freaking text messages. Though, fun fact, this was actually the very first video game my sister beat, so. Strangely enough, though, the spin attacks do work a little bit differently than they were in the 3D Zelda games. You don't actually have to charge it. You just go from there and spin attack. Though we'll be getting a little bit of an expansion to that a little bit later on. And you can also do a quick spin attack by rotating the control stick and pressing B. If you can time it right, that is. Anywho, this is the new move where I was talking about, which is the parry attack. Basically, you want to L target somebody, and once the A button flashes, do that. And it will definitely guarantee immediate victory. So, very good. Now, finally, the jump attack. And, yeah. As usual, though, jump attacks are normally your strongest moves and the ones I like to abuse the most, so. And yet, I sense a certain anxiousness in the sword you hold, an eagerness that goes far beyond the mere desire to be wielded on the fields of battle. I do not know what has happened, but I have faith in you. Somehow, I doubt you will misuse that sword. You may have it, Link. I give it freely. Take the blade with you. And with that, we have the hero sword. Alright, random text. I won't let the old man down. Shut up. Since the olden days, this sword has been used to fend off evil, though it looks nothing like it did in the other Zelda games, but who cares? Random art style for the win. Its blade is infused with a desire to become strong and righteous. But who cares about any of that? Be strong, Link. I have a strange habit of doing that every time I finish conversations with them for whatever reason, but anywho, with that taken care of, we now have a weapon, and with this weapon, we will go and save that mysterious girl. Though, whenever you're unsheathing your sword in this game, you don't actually immediately slash like you do in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Good lord, I've been making lots of comparisons to that lately. You actually have to unsheath it first and then slash, so not really that much of a big deal, but something I'd bring up regardless. Though I think Link is a little more fluent with his sword attacks, especially when he's doing that. Definitely got a lot more going with it this time, and he can even spin attack doing a combo, so that is very interesting to note. Get a few rupees off of this grass. And as usual with most Zelda games in general, grass cutting, I should say, is a good way to farm some money. So be sure to do that every once in a while, because I am getting crap loads of rupees out of this grass. Tall grass, that is. Get out of my way, wall. Thank you. Anywho, let us go up this path for great justice. And I think there's 5 rupees on top of that house. No, it's just 1. Fine. You tempted me enough. There. I got you. Happy? Ugh. Am I recording my audio? I know I've had a few issues with that in the past. Trying to record this before. And no? I am recording my audio this time. Good. I've actually had a recording where I had some good conversational topics going on, but yet I forgot to hit the record button because I'm still trying to get used to this new setup, especially with this being my first capture device Let's Play, whereas I have to actually record my commentary separate, whereas if I did it simply with Camtasia doing emulators, for example, I would only have to record off of 1 device, whereas I have to do it with 2 this time, so I gotta get used to this new tech mumbo jumbo I gotta start using from now on. It's not as simple as load up the emulator and then just turn on the capture device thing anymore. Oh boy. But I guess I had to get used to that someday, you know. And auto jumping for the win. You simply have to run off of the edge of something to jump, and that is how you do it. I think every Zelda game's done that, really. I don't really feel any need to explain that. So many ripples, so little time. My money senses are tingling. Shut up. And this here is sort of a mini dungeon where you need to fight a few enemies, but nothing special. Though, as random as it is, my money senses are tingling once again. Must cut more grass. But I'm sorry, grass, but I must resist for now. Because if I try to cut all of you, I think I'd waste a little too much time for the viewers. Alas, I must hold back for now. But I will get you later in the future, that I promise. Anywho, this is our first true enemy of the game, the Goblin. Though, strangely enough, he doesn't really have any weapons to fend himself off with, and I don't really know what he's doing in a forest like this. I'm kind of curious as to whether he really lives here, or if he was dropped off by the Helmarok King or something. Because you do see a few birds bringing in some enemies later, so... Everybody's in high pursuit of that girl. Why couldn't that... Why would that be? So you might say. Let us figure that out for great justice as we progress through the storyline. Sort of use this convenient little stump as a bridge. And we need to fight off a few enemies. Nothing too special though. Just hack and slash them to victory. Come here, you! Thou shalt die. Oh. I said die. There you go. Gosh darn it, I didn't get that rupee. Oh, man. Oh, that looked like it hurt. Ouch! Ouch! Wow, what's with that get up? Well, whatever. So, where am I? Oh, that's right. That giant bird came in. Oh, and just a fair warning here, this is probably the longest cutscene of dialogue in the game, so... I think I'm probably going to end the episode off right after this huge-ass cutscene, so... Miss Teacher! Oh, thank goodness you're safe. When I saw you get dropped on the summit, I thought for sure you'd... Summit? So that bird dropped me on top of a mountain? Well, wasn't that nice of it? Well, don't just stand there. Let's go. Time to repay our debt to that bird in full. But miss, what about this boy? Don't worry about him. Come on. And he just sort of stares at him blankly. As they're leaving for whatever reason. Hurry, big brother! Wait a second, what are you doing over here? No, seriously, why did she come after us? Should have stayed put, sissy, because yeah, see where that meddling antics of yours get you? You gotta admit, though, that sucks. Father! Link, what exactly is that going to accomplish? Jesus, you're dumber than a pile of rocks. Ugh, stupid kid. Get a hold of yourself. She's gone. There's nothing you can do. Link is a sad panda. Well then, that was an interesting transition. What? You want to come with us on our ship? Maybe. Do you understand what you're asking? We're pirates. You know, pirates, the terror of the seas. What do we get out of bringing some helpless little kid along with us? I'll tell you what we get. A headache. I know how you must feel with your sister having been kidnapped and all, but does that really have anything to do with us? Or... yeah, you know what? I might as well just end off the sentence like that. And how do you figure it out? Random voice out of nowhere, but... alas! Whoa, 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 whoa there. Just who are you? Where do you get off butting on someone else's conversation? Please, all I mean to say is that if you big bad pirates had to come out to this quiet little island, that poor girl wouldn't have been snatched away by that bird. And just what do you mean by that? Just be quiet for a moment and I'll tell you. Now, as my work entails delivering letters, I spend most of my time traveling amongst the many different islands. As a result, I hear many things. Haven't any of you heard word that young girls have been getting kidnapped lately from all regions of the Great Sea? No matter, whether you've heard it or not, that seems to be the case. Young girls with long ears, like yours, have been getting kidnapped, never to be seen again. And unless my eyes fail me, the young girl who was just kidnapped from this island also has long ears. Does she not? Much like you do, Miss Fearsome Pirates. My point is that the bird mistook that poor girl for you, and that's why I grabbed her. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was young Link here who saved you from the monsters in the forest, wasn't it? Is it true? Oh. And while I'm at it, I may as well tell you that the bird that kidnapped both you and Link's sister has made its foul nest to the north, on the heights of the Forsaken Fortress. The Forsaken Fortress? Gasp. Isn't that the place where... So what are you going to do? Under the circumstances, I don't think it would be unreasonable for you to give Link a little help now, would it? Humph, I don't need you to tell me that. Even if I were to consider it, lately I've heard nothing but evil rumors about this Forsaken Fortress. You can't possibly mean to go there without nothing but that cheap little sword. That's not brave, it's stupid. I mean, come on, even a simple little island like this has something you could use as a shield. You know, something to protect yourself with. Anything? Tell you what, if you come back with something like that, we'll let you stow away on our ship. Oh, and one more thing, once we leave, you won't be coming back here for a while, so you better say goodbye to your family while you have the chance. I don't want you getting all weepy-eyed and homesick on me. And I do believe we know where we might find such a shield. But, where could that shield be, perhaps? We will figure out next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker Part 2. Well, Part 2. We will figure out next time on, you know, Wind Waker and such. So, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys then.